Yet another tragic day in Gaza. The IDF are saying that they believe that Hamas was using this as a human shield, as using it as a compound. Israeli missiles, an Israeli warplane reportedly fired 2 missiles at classrooms on the top floor of the school, killed at least 27 people, we believe more, and including 5 children. Tragic scenes of reports of a woman walking around, she couldn't find her son, and they had already taken some bodies and put them in white shrouded plastic sort of bags in the courtyard, and she was asking the medics if they could open up the bags so she could see whether her son was in there. So yet more tragedy. The hospital system there is just beyond breaking point. The emergency wards just cannot cope with all of this now. So add famine on top of all of this and the misery continues.
The IDF says it was targeting, and it was a precise target on, I think they've said 2 Hamas commanders have been killed. They've tweeted about it, they've showed the coordinates, they've showed the pictures, but they are reiterating Hamas was using this school.
Yes, indeed, they've been saying that the whole war, and there's no doubt that Hamas does use some of these civilian facilities as human shields. I've seen that myself when I've been in Gaza. I've seen them, Hamas fire a rocket from next to the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City. The issue, I suppose, now for the international community is the ratio, the proportionality. If there's 27 or 30 people killed, again, if it's 2 Hamas fighters, as it appears that Israel is saying, again, that proportionality. Last week we were talking about that bombing at Rafah, or the fire caused from the bombing. 45 people killed, 2 Hamas fighters, 2 for 45 or 2 for 43. Again, I think the world, the United States President certainly is asking, has been asking, is this an acceptable proportion of civilian deaths to militants? And
of course, the US President is in France at the moment for the D-Day commemorations and watching 2 wars carry on in modern society. So Joe Biden knows that he needs to be on the front foot here.
That's right. He's now much tougher in his rhetoric. He's saying the war must end. It's not ending. Continuing controversy. Human Rights Watch is now saying in their latest report that Israel is dropping white phosphorus, not just on on Gaza, but also on southern Lebanon. I've put that to the Israeli army this afternoon, and they've said to me that, like many Western militaries, the IDF possesses smokescreen shells that include white phosphorus that are legal under international law. These shells are used by the IDF for creating smoke screens and not for targeting. So more or less an admission that they are using white phosphorus. They have used it in the past in wars when I've been there, but the fact that it's becoming an issue, and Human Rights Watch is saying that they've also dropped white phosphorus on 5 municipalities in southern Lebanon, where of course they're increasing the increasing hostilities between Israel and Hezbollah in the south of Lebanon. That's becoming more and more serious by the day.